So hello and welcome from Mumbai and the Kolkata Knight Riders versus Mumbai Indians game at the Wankhede Stadium was a pretty quick affair. KKR batted for 16.2 overs, whereas Mumbai Indians finished that chase in 12.5 overs. So let's take a deep breath and analyze what went wrong for Kolkata Knight Riders, who were actually coming on the back of a good win against Rajasthan Royals in Guwahati. Mumbai Indians, Wankhede, they have always troubled Kolkata Knight Riders, and that is why there was this historical statistics, head-to-head matchups that Mumbai Indians had won 23 games as compared to KKR's 11 games between these two teams. Now Mumbai Indians have secured their 24th win against Kolkata Knight Riders, and that was a meek surrender by KKR out there on the field. Yes, the Wankhede Stadium was jam-packed. MI were playing their first match, first home game of IPL 2025 at this iconic venue. But the way KKR went down, the defending champions went down, was pretty disappointing to see. And the most alarming factor was that how KKR, their players, the shoulders dropped out there on the field. Yes, they did not score a lot of runs, 116 runs only, 16.2 deliveries, which is very disappointing. But you still expect a fight. You still expect a fight more so ever when you are the defending champions. So let's break it down in segments. Let's talk about where Kolkata Knight Riders lost this match. Yes, the toss was an important factor. Hardik Pandya called it right and opted to bowl first, and then it was decimated. The KKR batting unit, we talk about so many big stars: Quinton de Kock, Sunil Narayan, Ajinkya Rahane, Venkatesh Iyer, Andhra Russell, Rinku Singh, Ramandeep Singh, Ankrit Raghuvanshi. This is a power packed and a very talented batting unit. But they were decimated by a rookie bowler in Ashwani Kumar, who was making his debut and cracked a brilliant four for in just 3 overs, and that was a wicket on his very first delivery on his IPL debut, making him the 10th player to do so. And of course, he becomes the first Indian player to pick up a four for on his IPL debut. Yes, Ashwani Kumar, that unknown factor was a pretty huge thing for KKR batters, but you expect them to do a lot better, lot better, especially when you know that Trent Bolt, Deepak Chair, these experienced guys are not in great run of form, and they are missing Jasprit Bumrah as well. So KKR batters surrendered. You start with how Sunil Narayan just casually threw his wicket away, was cleaned up there. Quinton de Kock got out for just 1 run. Ajinkya Rahane, you expected him to do so well here at the Wankhede Stadium, his home ground, he has played his entire cricket. But again, you did not see any kind of steel which you associate with Ajinkya Rahane, the batter, as well. But then Ajinkya Rahane lost his wicket after scoring just 11 runs, and the pressure will start to mount on Ajinkya Rahane. Yes, there were these are only two failures for Ajinkya Rahane in back-to-back games after he scored a half century in the opening game against RCB. But then there were question marks on Rahane when he was announced as the captain of KKR as well. So with the bat, Ajinkya Rahane needs to contribute a lot more, and these 11 runs, 15 runs, 20-run knock would just not do it for KKR and the KKR fans as well. So Ajinkya Rahane's failure not able to soak in that pressure of losing early wickets cost KKR big time. Venkatesh Iyer, yes, he has not gotten that opportunity to bat for a long time in the last couple of matches. But then you expect Venkatesh Iyer, who was bought by KKR for 23.75 crore, to deliver big time. Yes, there you can talk about whether there's pressure on him or not, whether that price tag is eating him to perform and score big runs for KKR. But again, if he does not keep on scoring runs, then this price tag, people will start to talk about it. You will pretty soon see headlines in the sport pages if Venkatesh Iyer keeps on feeling with the bat as well, and he's not bowling as he does for MP in domestic cricket because of the impact sub rule. So Venkatesh Iyer, the failure with the bat is another thing that hurt KKR big time against Mumbai Indians. Now we were talking in this build-up, and I personally have been talking about that whether Rinku Singh, Andre Russell, Ramandeep Singh, these three players need to get more deliveries to perform better, and needs to unlock those power hitting, range hitting thing for a long time for KKR. And they got the opportunity. Ramandeep Singh at the press conference also said that there was an opportunity for the lower middle order to come out there and bat big, but they failed to do so. It was a meek surrender. You talk about Rinku Singh. Last year we talked about how he was not getting those many deliveries to bat. But again, Rinku Singh needs to do a lot better. After the IPL, the preparations for the T20 World Cup will start. Asia Cup is there in T20 format, and if Rinku Singh does not perform, then don't be surprised if he doesn't make the cut in the final squad of that T20 World Cup, which will take place early next year. Yes, it is still early stages of the IPL, and you expect Rinku to turn things around. And KKR are dependent on Rinku Singh. One of he was their biggest retention in this IPL auction, but again, you know, Rinku Singh will have to perform big now because he has been bought back. He was retained by KKR for a hefty price. So Rinku Singh failure. You 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 look at how Andre Russell threw his wicket away. Yes, he was getting bogged down by those dot deliveries. Ashwani Kumar was excellent against Andre Russell, but you expect Russell to do a lot better against a rookie pacer who was making his debut. A couple of sixes, and that could have put Ashwani Kumar under pressure. But again, Andre Russell failed with the bat big time, and it is about time that when the top order does not fail, these 3 hours of KKR perform a lot better. Ramandeep Singh, I won't complain a bit about Ramandeep Singh's batting because he did try his best batting alongside Harshit Rana and all the tail enders. But again, you talk about Rinku Singh and Ramandeep Singh and Andre Russell, you expect a lot more runs from these guys. So the batting failure, Ajinkya Rahane, Venkatesh Iyer, Ankrich Raghuvanshi, Andre Russell, Rinku Singh, Ramandeep Singh, you expect a lot better from these guys. Now let's come to bowling, and that has also been a concern for KKR in this season. Yes, you have seen, you saw Varun Chakravarti bowl a lot better in Guwahati. He picked up wickets as well, and there was assistance and bounce from the Wankhede track. But he failed. He failed to deliver here as well. He did not get a lot of runs to defend. But you expect a bit better from Varun Chakravarti, and especially the pacers. Harshit Rana has been off color in this tournament so far. Although he bowled 2 overs, he conceded 28 runs, which is a lot when you are defending a total less than 120. Andra Spencer Johnson again wicketless, 2 overs, 14 runs without any wickets under his belt. So again, Spencer Johnson in these 3 matches has not impressed at all with the ball. In the build-up, we were talking about Andrik Nokia. Now, whether he can be a real option for KKR in the next game, and that is against Sunrisers Hyderabad. You expect the bowling department to click, and if they don't click, expect big runs at the Eden Gardens. We'll now talk about Andre Russell, the bowler. Yes, he bowled, picked up a couple of wickets, but conceded 35 runs in 2.5 overs, and that is when you are defending 116 runs. Very disappointing overall from the KKR team. But now let's talk about the bigger picture. Was this entire controversy, was this entire debate around Eden Gardens pitch, multiple interviews on social media, on media pages by head curator of Eden Gardens, Sujan Mukherjee, was that a distracting factor for Kolkata Knight Riders? Here in Mumbai, we saw how KKR fans came in numbers and supported their team, but again, they all left the Wankhede Stadium in disappointment, in utter disappointment, and that is expected when your team just drops their shoulders in a hurry. That was a big surrender, as I said earlier. Now let's talk about the pitch. Yes, there was a lot of talk around Eden Gardens pitch, but they were playing here at the Wankhede, where Ramandeep Singh in the press conference also said that there was something for everyone, whether there were runs for the batters, swing for the bowlers, spin for the spinners. It had everything. But no one performed, no one turned up for Kolkata Knight Riders, and that is something which KKR needs to resurrect pretty quickly. Another couple of losses in the next 3 or 4 matches, and you will see KKR struggle to qualify for the playoffs because it is a 10-team tournament. And if and when the defending champions don't qualify for the playoffs in the next season, there's always criticism. And with criticism, I think Chandrakant Pandit will also be under pressure. In 2023, KKR, I think if I'm not wrong, finished at the seventh position. It was not the best of seasons for Kolkata Knight Riders. And then came Gautam Gambhir and turned things around. Yes, Chandrakant Pandit was the head coach there as well, but we all know that Gautam Gambhir, he played a major role in tactical decisions and making players motivate for big games and giving them that steel and determination that they require for this big tournament. IPL is not easy game. Ryan Rickelton, playing his first ever game at the Wankhede Stadium, scored a brilliant half century. He just finished the KKR bowlers. And in the press conference, he did talk about pressure because he also did not score a lot of runs in the last couple of games for Mumbai Indians. And MI were under pressure after losing their first two matches, but they turned up. They turned up in front of their home crowd. They turned up in what was a true wicket for some good T20 cricket, not for 116 runs. But Ryan Rickelton also talked about that internal pressure, not the external pressure, but to live up with your own expectations. And I think that is something the KKR players also need to take away from this game. That yes, there is an external pressure from the fans, from the media to do well with such a big and quality outfit on the paper. But if you don't soak in your internal pressure, that pressure of living up to the expectations, then you will see many more such surrenders in the future. KKR, I will still say, is a very good squad on paper, and they should qualify for the playoffs. But pressure on Chandrakant Pandit to get out of the shadows of Gautam Gambhir. We have already seen some of the fans taking to the social media and talking about how Gautam Gambhir was the X factor in that KKR coaching staff, the mentorship of Gautam Gambhir. And you see KKR's coaching staff, they don't have a batting coach, a specialist batting coach and a specialist fielding coach, and these are the two departments where Kolkata Knight Riders have lacked big time this time around. And again, if you go by their coaching staff as well, Chandrakant Pandit, he is a well-renowned coach in domestic cricket, but is he cut for the IPL? That is something which we will know in the coming games. But yes, pressure will be on Chandrakant Pandit, the head coach, to deliver for Kolkata Knight Riders and to get his team right, to get his selections right. Dwayne Bravo, mentor, Carl Crow, spin bowling coach, Otis Gibson, assistant coach. But where is the batting and fielding coach in this entire KKR coaching staff? Is that something to ponder upon? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, as I have been saying in our lives as well, that KKR need to focus on their team combination, on how they play their cricket, rather than sulking on how the Eden Gardens pitches, the home conditions, the home favor. If they play good cricket, you will see them score big and win matches. Kolkata Knight Riders, when they got a true surface which had everything for everyone, beat some swing, and it was swinging pretty late till the 10th 11th over, the ball was swinging around. So when you get swing, the batter struggle. When you get spin, the batter struggle. And Eden Gardens, if Sujan Mukherjee gives them the turner against Sunrisers Hyderabad, is this KKR team capable enough to turn things around? And mainly the batters, are they good enough? Yes, they are good enough, but have they got the metal? Have they got that steel to keep keep that internal pressure away and score big runs against SRH spinners or SRH bowling attack? That is something which we will see on the 3rd of April, when Kolkata Knight Riders quickly move from Mumbai back to Kolkata for their game against SRH. SRH have also lost their last two games, so they will also be under pressure, but we all know what quality SRH holds. So it is the repeat of that IPL 2024 final, SRH versus Kolkata Knight Riders. Both the teams have lost two matches each. Who will be the winner on the 3rd of April? We will quickly turn to Kolkata and give you all the updates regarding the match. So stay tuned to Ref Sports and do let us know in the comment section below what you feel is going wrong for Kolkata Knight Riders. Is that the batting unit, the bowlers failing to perform, or is that something bigger in the coaching staff, or are they really missing Gautam Gambhir, the mentor, in that dressing room? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you like this video, then do press the like button and hit the subscribe button and keep following the sports for more. Thank you so much.